Hello everybody and welcome back to another Heyday video. In today's video I am going to be showing you how I stack my town for the Derby. Now I feel like I need to say a disclaimer, the way that I do this is not the way that everybody does it. It's not going to work for everybody. This is just my preference. I find it's what works best for me, and I just thought that sharing it might help some of you guys try and figure out what is best for you and most practical in completing the Derby as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and head on over to my town so that I can begin explaining. Alright, here we are. So, there's my Heyday letters. Alright, if I tap on my town hall. Alright, so I have 41 of 42 visitors, although that's not incredibly relevant right now. So basically, there are three different types of town tasks in the Derby. So there's the town visitor task, which requires you to fully serve 23 town visitors. So fully serve means that they must be served at all of the buildings that they are requesting for and have a green tick next to each of them, and then be under this ready tab here so that they are ready to go. Another type of town task is a town building task. So you could have a diner task or a B&B task or a grocery task where you are required to serve, I believe it is 16 town visitors in that building. Now, your visitors don't need to be fully served, they just need to be served in that building. So if you have visitors that require more than one building but they have a grocery store on there, all you need to do is send them off to the grocery store and serve them in there, and that will count towards that task. And the other type of task is a town visitor task, which means that you need to serve 9 of each town visitor. So you may need to serve 9 of the old guys over here, or 9 of the, I think they're the teachers, are they? 9 of the teachers, but you need to fully serve them. Whether they have 1, 2, or 3 buildings and a sanctuary, they must be fully served for them to count towards your Derby task total. So you need to have green ticks next to every single one of the buildings that they require. So, with those options in mind, my strategy is to try and stack for as many tasks as possible so that I can smash them out as quickly as possible. So with that being said, I tend to stack for the town visitor tasks as opposed to the town building tasks. And the reason being is because you can stack for more town visitor tasks than you can building ones, because you only need to fully serve 9 of the visitors. So if I do a bit of quick math, 9, 18, 27, 36, I can have 4 tasks ready to go, as opposed to only 2 tasks ready to go with the town buildings, because you need to serve 16 visitors in a particular building. And then the train task, you can really only have 1 ready at a time because you need to fully serve 23 visitors. So with that being said, I tend to go for the town visitor tasks. The hard part though is choosing which visitors to actually stack for. So usually what I do is I see who is in my town already, and I see who I have the most of. So I need to make sure that I look in all of my tabs. So everyone in this ready tab is fully served, so I'm just going to leave them there for the time being. But I can see already that I only have 1 of the cowboys, so I'm going to collect his rewards. I only have 1 of the fancy ladies, so I'm going to collect her rewards. I have a couple of the cave looking dudes over here, but I only have 1 of him there, so I probably won't go for those ones. I have a couple of teachers, but I have quite a lot of them here. I have a few of the green dudes and a few of the yellow ladies, so I think I'm going to send away those guys. And then, how many is that? 1, 2, 3. And then I can have her be number 4. Alright, so with that being said, so my 4 types of visitors that I'm going to have are going to be the teachers, the pink ladies, the green dudes, and the spotty dress ladies. So that's going to be my 4 different types of visitors that I want to stack for. So now I need to prepare them and get them ready. So I already have some here in the ready tab. So let's count. I have 2 of the teachers, so I need 7 more. So let's go and see which ones I have here. So 1 and 2 I will send off. 3 and 4. So how many does that give me? 1, 2, 4, so 6. So I need 3 more. And I have plenty. However, they require quite a lot of buildings. So I'm going to send away one of them. I'm going to send away this lady. And I'm just going to keep them there for now because I'm going to use my personal train in a second. So let's send away the ones I'm not using. So I'm not using the old dudes and I'm not using the strong dudes. Can send you away as well. Okay. And I have a teacher in there too. Brilliant. All right, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll send away the 3 building one and I'll leave those 2 for the time being. All right, pink ladies, I said yes to. Don't need the mechanics. Don't need these guys. All right. So I'm going to send off all the visitors that need 1 building because obviously the turnaround time is quicker as opposed to waiting for them to be served in 2 and 3 buildings from the big train here. I try and use my personal train as much as possible for a couple of reasons. Number 1, the turnaround time is much quicker. Once you've fully upgraded it, it only takes an hour and a half to come back and you can pick up 10 visitors from your neighbours. Whereas this train comes approximately every 6 hours with only 14 visitors and they usually require 2 or 3 buildings, which can take quite a bit of time to actually get the visitors ready to be served. So I'm all for time-saving strategies. So I find, for me personally, I tend to go for the personal train to collect town visitors. Okay, so teachers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I have 9 teachers. Pink ladies, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 5 more pink ladies. Green dudes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 2 more of those. And then these ladies, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Alright, so I need 2 more of them as well. And watch me forget how many I actually need. So I really should hold on a second. Let me write this down. Now that I've written it down, I need 2 yellow ladies, 2 green dudes, and 5 pink ladies. So now, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead over to my personal train and see what my neighbours have available. So if I tap on the platform, it shows up all the visitors that I can collect. So immediately I can see that there are 2 pink ladies and 3 green dudes. So I only need 2 of them. So I'm going to go for the shorter buildings, 1 and 2. That's my green dudes done. 2 of the ladies. There's none of the yellow ones. Alright, so now I have, my green dudes are done. And I only need 3 of the pink ladies and 2 of the yellow ladies. So let's go to somebody else. Okay, there's 1 of the ladies there. So now I only need 1 yellow. Alright, next person. There's another yellow. Alright, so the yellow ladies are done. I just need 3 pink ladies. Let's see if I'm going to be lucky. Oh, there's 1. Alright, 2 pink. No. Am I going to be able to get them all in one go? Probably not. No. No pink ladies. Hello. Alright. No. Alright. Oh, there's one. Can I get you? No, I can't. No, I cannot. Alright. That's going to have to do for now, so let's take them back. And then my big train comes in another 52 minutes. So hopefully my big train will have 2 pink ladies on it. So once these guys are offloaded, then I will start sending them off to their buildings. Alright, and I have in my settings, if I go into my settings, because I know that I'm doing a town visitor townie task, I make sure that all my tabs are under townie type so that it's easier for me to see how many I have left to go. So as opposed to the buildings, I want them all on the townie type. So townie type, which they already are, which is brilliant. Because then that way they're already grouped into their particular type of townie, and it's much, much, much easier for me to be able to see how many of each one I have. Alright, so let's start serving some of these people. Ask for help on the ones I cannot do. Yeah. Some new products there that I haven't had the chance to make yet. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to go and make some of these products. What did I miss? The gift shop. Okay, so I have a few there that I need to make the products for. Alright, so you know what? The rest of these are only 2 buildings, so I'm actually going to send them off. I'm going to go for the longer ones first. Alright, let's go back and make sure. Oy, oy, oy. Bit tricky. Alright, I've done that. Cinema, grocery store, diner. Alright, cool. So, then I need to go and stock up on the products that I need. Alright, so some rice noodles I can do. Apples I can do. Okie dokie, popcorn. Marmalade. Okay, the macaroons in the bakery. Alright, popcorn is done. Watermelon juice I need. Cupcake I don't have. Fish and chips I can do. Although the tricky bit is that I'm trying to do these tasks at the same time. So I don't want to collect from my machines until I have these ready to go. So I'll leave the fish and chips. I'll have to wait for another request on the cupcake unless I can find another visitor. Alrighty. Milk I can do. Alright, let's go back and serve these people. Oh, and someone's already helping me. That's really kind. Ah, that was a help one. Oh well. Okay. Pillow. Need duck feathers. Alright, what building did I miss? I did cinema, didn't I? Yep. Alright. Spa. That's what I missed. There we go. Alright, so with that in mind, so now I have a whole bunch of visitors being served. So the one buildings, when they are served, they will go into the ready tab. So they will have been fully served and ready to go. However, the ones with 2 or 3 buildings, I will need to send them off to the rest of the buildings before they are classified as fully served and are eligible for the tasks, the town tasks. So if I go back and check my work, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 2 more of the pink ladies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the green dudes. Alright, so I have enough of them. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the ladies. Alright, so I just need 2 of the pink ladies left. So I can either wait for my big train to come in and see if there are any pink ladies left on that one, or I can wait the hour and 20 odd minutes for my personal train and hope that some of my neighbours end up sending a few more visitors away so that I can pick them up. I can always ask in my neighbourhood chat as well if anyone has any of the pink ladies that they can send away for me. And then with these ones that I'm not able to do yet, I am going to see if I can collect any more visitors to save myself time, because some of those products take ages to produce, especially for the ones that are 2 and 3 plus buildings. So I might actually keep a lookout for a couple more of the ladies and the green dudes as well, and maybe another one of these ladies once my trains are ready to go. And then once I've fully served them all, they will all end up in this ready tab and will be waiting ready to go. Now, the thing about this is there's no guarantee that the tasks that I've chosen to stack for are going to pop up, unfortunately. I might not get any of them. I might only get 1 or 2. It depends if I'm willing to trash tasks until they pop up. Although town tasks tend to pop up quite regularly, it's just a matter of waiting for the ones that I've actually stacked for. However, if it gets to the point where I've waited too long and I'm running out of time and none of the tasks that I've stacked for pop up and there's only a few days left in the derby, I can always take, counting on the fact that I would have all my visitors in this ready tab, ready to be collected from and have them be fully served, I can always, as an emergency, take a train task instead and get one of those done. And if I have my town at full capacity at 42, I'll be very close to being able to do a second one. I'll just need to pick up a few more visitors using my personal train and get them fully served. But that won't take too long. So if worst comes to worst, I can always do that. And that's one of the other reasons why I choose the town visitor tasks as opposed to the town building tasks, because I do have that option. Aside from the fact that you can stack for more tasks with them, because each one only requires 9 of each visitor to be fully served. But anyway, I hope that that explanation kind of made sense. So now I just have to wait for these guys to be served so I can send them off to the other buildings and wait for the products for them to be produced, or wait for my trains so I can go and collect some more visitors using my personal train. But I hope that that made some sort of sense in terms of how I stack my town for the derby. I hope that it was helpful to some of you. Let me know how you prepare your town for the derby if you indeed do. Oh, that's the other thing. I just remembered the other reason why I like stacking my town for the Derby is because all the town tasks you have until the Derby finishes to complete them. So you're not on a time constraint with, 1 day and 11 hours to get all these visitors served. You have the entire week, or 6 days rather, of the Derby to actually complete a town task. Not that you would want it to take that long. My intention in stacking my town is that I get them done as quickly as possible. But if worse comes to worse and you haven't fully stacked for a task, but you know that you have the visitors, some are still being served or some are still waiting and you can request for help, you have plenty of time to actually complete the task, which is another bonus. And you're not having to stress too much about it going to waste. So that is why I like stacking the town for the Derby. It's something that has taken me a while to kind of get used to and find sort of a method that works for me. With my schedule, I find that Derby tasks with no time limit are more beneficial for me to complete because I do have a busy schedule sometimes and I may run out of time with other tasks, whereas I don't have to worry about it with these, especially if I'm prepared and ready to go. So I hope this video helped some of you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good day and I will see you next time. Bye for now.